Hey there guys, Mike here, Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with a Western Roundup update, and today just kind of working on with the laptop and stuff, and checking out my YouTube channel and what it looks like to other people and stuff. And I have a lot of Western videos that I've made, and if you check out one of my playlists, go to Westerns, and there you will see roughly about 160 Western videos. Now I know there's more than that, I probably just didn't organize them, but yeah, whatever. So let's start with these are some new releases that I got to watch. There might be, yeah, I think I got one off the shelf, but most of these are new. Yeah, they're all new, actually. Yeah, they're all new. Okay, cool. So this first two I'm going to show you, these were in a indicator sale that was going on the Limelight site that you can go and order. They're like a new kind of a what do you call it, company that sells like boutique stuff, boutique Blu-rays and all the companies, and stuff. So they were running a sale for indicator titles, and they were like $8 a piece, and I couldn't pass that up. But I went through all of them, and I got these two. Now a lot of them I'd already had and stuff. They weren't like they didn't have every indicator available, and I just kicked the camera. I am so sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, but I got a couple of them, and this first one I may want to watch this again. I don't know. I was slightly let down by it for a couple of reasons, but I think I need to rewatch it. Sometimes I go to bed too late and try to put a movie on and watch it, and then you just, you struggle trying to stay awake, and it really affects the way you watch it, the movie and stuff. And that might be the case with this one. I'm not sure, because it's got a lot of cool things going for it. One being directed by John Farrow, Mia Farrow's dad, but he was a really good director. He directed a lot of cool stuff. And I'm kind of a fan of him. He's really kind of an underrated cult director. The other reasons, it's got, Rory Calhoun and Stephen McNally in it. Now, they're two great actors that's done some good Westerns and stuff. So I don't know why this movie kind of let me down. So I think it's probably because of just half asleep trying to watch it, But anyways, this was the first one I got. It's called A Bullet Is Waiting. And this is basically your basic release. This one didn't come with a booklet or a slipcover or anything, and it's got like a couple of extras on it and stuff. Pretty bare bones for indicator, but yeah, pretty cool. It's about like these two guys and a woman are basically all up in this cabin way up in the Sierra Valley or Sierra Mountains, and one of them's like an escaped, convict or something, and everything. But it seemed like it was pretty good. It sounded good. So I'm just gonna rewatch it. So, anyways, guys, if anybody has seen this movie, let me know your opinion on it, if you enjoyed it or not. But yeah, it's called A Bullet Is Waiting. Definitely gonna go into my rewatch pile to rewatch it again and stuff. Now the second movie I got was another indicator title. Now this one's got a lot of extras on there, and I don't even think I watched even half of them. Yeah, I don't even think I watched half of them. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on here. But yeah, this is might not be very well known. It's definitely a cult movie. From 1976, this is a movie called Mad Dog Morgan, starring Dennis Hopper. Now, this was during the period when Dennis Hopper was kind of out of his mind on drugs and everything, and I finally got to watch it. Now, I did an unboxing video with this and the previous one on there and stuff, but this was before I watched these, and but I watched this and I loved it. It's really good. I mean, he's basically a bandit running through the outback in Australia, robbing people basically and stuff, and robbing the rich and these these people running these mining operations and different stuff, and he's like robbing them, and he's got this Aborigine guy with him who's helping him and stuff, and they make a great little duo in this, and this movie's a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed this, and definitely be rewatching this again. But yeah, Dennis Hopper, I mean, this is not a well-known movie. I mean, directed by Felipe Mora. I believe he's from New Zealand. He might possibly be Australian, I don't know. But anyways, that's a good movie, Mad Dog Morgan. And it's got... Just dropped it. Probably broke the case. Anyways, it's got 2 cuts of the film. It's got the U.S. Theatrical, and then it's got the extended European or international cut or something on it, which is basically, they cut about 20 minutes of it, something like that. So yeah, it makes a big difference on that. So yeah, good movie. I enjoyed it. This is a Kino release, Kino Blu-ray I picked up. Now, previous to this, I had a little thin case version of it on DVD that came with a Jimmy Stewart box set and everything. So, and it was on DVD and everything. So I wanted to see how well this looked on Blu-ray and everything. This is 1957's Night Passage, starring James Stewart and Audie Murphy, which was a great team up with them two. It's not like they're hand-in-hand buddies and stuff, but they do play brothers on opposing sides of a railroad issue. Jimmy Stewart's basically a railroad, I don't know what it'd be, like a detective or something. I'm not really sure exactly what he was. And Audie Murphy's kind of like a running with an outlaw gang, robbing the trains and stuff. So there's kind of a, there's a problem, for both of them and everything. And it's really good, and it's also got Dan Duryea in it. You can't go wrong with Dan Duryea. And then it's got Brandon DeWild, who was in Shane, the little boy from Shane, and this is about 5 years later. So he's roughly a preteen by this time. But yeah. This was directed by James Nelson. Now, originally, this was going to be an Anthony Mann and Jimmy Stewart project would be another one added to their successful run of team-ups that they had all through the 50s. I mean, they made some of the best Westerns ever and everything. And they had kind of a falling out on this movie. So this movie... Eventually, Anthony Mann left it. Them two, they never talked again. Jimmy Stewart stayed on for the project. They got James Nelson came on board. They kind of changed the script around and stuff and everything. And poor Audie Murphy, I don't know where he stands in all that drama and stuff. It's like, was he originally part of that ideal to be on there or what? But I think Audie Murphy's a little bit underused in the whole dramatics of everything. I think he's a little underused. He's better when he's a star, taking the whole picture and everything. But a good movie. It's a good movie overall. I enjoyed watching it. I kind of watched it on my big TV, and everything. And previously I watched it on a smaller monitor and everything, and really enjoyed it. It's well photographed and everything. It's very, very well made and everything. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I just finally got a decent, just a standalone copy of it, and not this one that's in like a set, and how those could be. Next up, I got a really good recommendation here. Now I was on the fence about this for a while because a few months ago I watched the Blu-ray edition of this movie. I got it off the shelf and I watched it, and I was just like, man, this Blu-ray looks great on this TV I mean, this was a movie filmed in Technicolor and VistaVision. It's one of the best looking westerns of the 50s for sure. And I was like, man, I don't even think I need to get the 4K. You know, I was just like, I'm sold on this. I'm gonna keep my Blu-ray. You know, there's no need. But then it was on sale, and I thought, oh God, I'm curious. I want to see what the difference is. I'm gonna see if it looks better. So I ended up getting the 4K Blu-ray edition of it. So the movie I'm talking about is 1957's gunfight at the OK Corral. Now this is the Blu-ray edition that I was talking about, and I believe it looks really good. Now if you have this in your collection, it's definitely a keeper, and everything. And I watched it and really liked it. It looks really good still, and I don't know why, I just noted, like, it just really knocked my eyes out. So I ended up getting the 4K edition from Kino and everything, and I got, you know, the slipcover and everything. It doesn't have dual artwork. They should have done some dual artwork with it, but I like this artwork pretty good. But yeah, the 4K looks great too. It looks really good. You know, it's got a new HDR Dolby Vision master, so they kind of remastered it a little bit, kind of puffed it up a little bit. It's not exactly, I mean, they did a 4K scan of the original negative, which is good. This is like a new scan for the first time in many years that they scanned this, because, you know, they probably did a standalone scan for the first Blu-ray that came out, you know, and then the DVD was probably it may have been its own scan too, because previously it was on probably Laserdisc and it didn't look good in VHS. So it's been rescanned, and, you know, there is a slight difference, but they still look good. It still looks really good and everything, and I do highly recommend this. But either edition, I mean, if you come across Gunfight at the OK Corral, the Blu-ray, and you're, you know, picking up stuff, maybe you're in a used store, or you see it on eBay for $2 or something, you know, pick it up, get it. If you've never seen it, you don't own a copy, get that Blu-ray and everything. And if you run across this, or if you enjoy this movie, I recommend picking up the 4K of it. I just happen to be a really big fan of it, and I watched that one night. Actually, my wife watched it with me and stuff, and she enjoyed it a lot. And it just looks good. It's well acted. It's just one of those movies you want to put on over and over. It's directed by John Sturges. This is before he made The Magnificent Seven in 1960, before he would make The Great Escape in 1963. So he was doing some great westerns and stuff throughout the 50s and everything. And it's definitely a standout among 1950s westerns for sure. So yeah. So finally, guys, I got one more for you. This is from Columbia Pictures, and this has been on TV recently and everything. And this is a really good movie. I mean, it's a movie that really belongs to Van Heflin. He really did just. He really carries this movie and sells it and everything. It's got Joanne Woodward in it. She was a little bit younger before, you know, she met, you know, Paul Newman, or is it Paul Newman? Yeah, Paul Newman. I believe it's Paul Newman. Yeah, Paul Newman. Yeah. Anyways, but she's young. She's younger, or maybe she's playing a young girl, but she's playing like this backwoods tomboy, like hillbilly girl or something, barefoot, and she can be annoying at times, you know. But overall, the movie works because of, you know, Van Heflin. He's really good in it. But this is a movie called Count Three and Pray. And I think it's a movie that hadn't really been on video very much, and it came out on Blu-ray and everything. And it's been on TV a little bit and everything. But yeah, I give this out of 5 stars. I would probably give it 3 stars. It's solid. You know, it's a solid 50s Western. You You know, nothing spectacular, nothing different, nothing that's going to knock your eyes out. Maybe standard by some people's views, or just a standard Western. But I really recommend Van Heflin's performance in this, because he's done some really good movies and he's underrated and stuff. As a matter of fact, I seen him in a later movie. He did an Italian movie called The Four. What is it? Gosh, I can't think of it. If you guys know the title, I can't think of it. I saw it on TV the other day and it reminded me, and I have it. And I wish a great copy, a better Blu-ray or something would come out of that movie. It's kind of an Italian Western. Four, I want to say bandits or something like that. It's like four guys are trying to get gold, and there's a lot of murder. It's got anyways, guys, I don't know. I can't even remember all the people, and I shouldn't even brought it up. But anyways, so standard movie pretty much. I don't know. But anyways, there you go, guys. So what you think? Let me know in the comments and everything. Especially with OK Corral. You know, anybody seen it? Got a strong view on it. Blu-ray versus 4K. Now the 4K comes with a Blu-ray, which has a Blu-ray of the Kino's Blu-ray edition of it, which is probably, I wonder if that's even similar to the Blu-ray that Paramount put out, which is that other one. So yeah, you might want to play around and look at them and see what's what, you know, with them and everything. It's kind of interesting. So there you go. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys later. Yay, they're not broke.